Got a DM say, Rose, how you feel about what 50 said? I said, what did 50 say? Excuse me, before you mention what 50 said, let me ask how's it going over there in Shreveport? How's it going in Shreveport? You borrowed all them people money. Did you return their money back? And because Shreveport ain't give you the loans you was looking for. Because they smart. LA don't need a fucking film studio. Hollywood don't need it. Why would you need a film studio? You're stealing the people money. Get them people back their money, Curtis. Now, back to the album of the year. Set in Stone. Did y'all hear that? Do it one time for the 305. That video gonna be so motherfucking big. I spoke to Nick Questy. Nick Questy, great speaking to you. Great ideas. But I'm shooting videos to everything on the album. Luke Belair toast to everybody who got the album. If you don't, it's not too late. Don't let the smoke screens fool you.
Hey, Rick Ross, bruh, it's time to retire, gang. It's okay, bruh. I think Rick Ross is in his 50s. You've had a great rap career. Rick Ross is probably the only rapper that didn't have his career ended after he was beefing with 50 Cent. Like, after Rick Ross and 50 was beefing back in the day, Rick Ross was still dropping hit songs. He was still dropping great albums that was, selling pretty decent, you know what I'm saying? But in 2026, bruh, Rick Ross is officially irrelevant when it comes to rap and hip hop, bruh. And the reason why is because you decided to expose yourself for being a fake ass nigga. We already know you was a correction officer. We already know you're not the real Rick Ross, right? You're not the freeway Rick Ross. You wasn't selling no dope, nigga. It's all cap. It's all rap cap, right? But we ignored it because the music was fire, right? We couldn't ignore the fact that you was I think I'm Big Me, Larry Hoover. Like, Rick Ross got a lot of hit songs, bruh. I think Rick Ross got one of the best ears in hip hop and rap as far as his beat selection, right? I like that boss talk he be doing. But, gang, you switched up on the man that gave you your most hit songs, bruh, and that's Drake, bruh. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gonna act like Drake didn't bless you with multiple hit songs, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, when you seen Drake beefing with Kendrick, and Drake was going at it with The Weeknd and Future and Metro Boomin, you decided to hop in and start glazing, bruh. You feel me? And nobody knows why. Like, to this day, like, you claim it's because of French Montana, but according to French Montana, him and Drake is still cool. French Montana said that Drake didn't clear the song because of something you said on the song, not because of French. So you decided to jump out and you dropped a diss song on Drake. You kept calling him white boy and trying to be funny. And I'll be honest, the diss song that you put out on Drake 2 years ago, it was a pretty good song, right? But you should have capitalized off. You should have dropped the album 2 years ago. But you decided to drop an album when that shit cooled off, right? Drake put out his Iceman album. You thought Drake's career was over, right? All y'all thought Drake wouldn't have no more #1 songs, no more #1 albums. And what happened? Nigga puts out Iceman, it goes #1. Janet Shut the Fuck Up goes #1 on the Hot 100 Billboard charts. Drake passes Michael Jackson for the most #1s on the Billboard charts. Drake passed Jay-Z for the most #1 rap albums on the Billboard charts. And then Rick Ross drops his album, and he can't even sell 20K first week, bruh. That's sad, bruh. Yo, Rick Ross, you got outsold by Tory Lanez, who's in prison, bruh. The same Tory Lanez that got stabbed in prison multiple times. The man could have lost his life. Tory Lanez recorded a whole album on a prison phone, my nigga. And that album was better than your album and outsold your album, bruh. So, it's over, bruh. Pack it up. You're not going to get any more Drake features, right? DJ Khaled, it's sad because DJ Khaled won't even put his album out because he can't get a Drake feature. I think Khaled album was supposed to come out the same day as Rick Ross's album, but Khaled pushed it back. Khaled is still hoping and praying to Allah that he could open up Drake's heart to do a feature with him. And it might happen because, to this day, DJ Khaled, we haven't seen DJ Khaled violate Drake or nothing like that. Drake just didn't like the fact that Khaled was trying to put a song out with his name when Drake was getting his back kicked in by Kendrick Lamar. You know what I'm saying? But Rick Ross, it's over, bro.
Mahogany Caskets, that's on fire. That's me and Tip. Me and my dog, motherfucking Lucci, just dropped Ring Around the Rose. It's on fire. Y'all know I'm shooting videos to everything Rose rich, and it's a plus. The catalog shooting up. The catalog, I still own my catalog as of today. Album of the year. All y'all niggas talking about bots, tell the bots to go get, when do the numbers come? I don't even know when the final numbers come out. Whatever my final numbers are, I'm gonna throw a party for them. Cause the boat can do this. You understand? You get it?
Yo, you know what's sad, man? This album had a lot of features on it, bruh. And it still flopped. That's how you know people just don't listen to Rick Ross no more, bruh. T.I. was on the album. French Montana and Max B's on the album. Rich the Kid's on the album. YFN Lucci's on the album. Jeezy and Don Toliver is on the album. Big X The Plug is on the album. The Dream is on the album. Kodak's on the album. And Young Miami's on the album. So you had all of these features, and none of these songs charted on the Billboard charts. You couldn't even sell 20K first week. This isn't a top 5, probably not even a top 10 album on the Billboard 200. So this is probably the lowest selling album of your career. And you was talking all that shit. By the way, did y'all see when Rick Ross had the verses with French Montana? Did y'all see whenever Rick Ross was performing his songs with Drake, like Aston Martin Music, he would purposefully bleep out Drake's like he would take out Drake's part and just let the crowd sing it. So the nigga that gave you the hit songs that you do have, right? Because Rick Ross does have his own hit songs, like Hustlin', BMF, right? Like we know Rick Ross has his hit songs, but his biggest songs, like as far as the Billboard charts, I think all of them is with Drake, if I'm not mistaken. You know what I'm saying? Stay Scheming. You feel me? So it's like, you just look ungrateful, bro. And it's like niggas just don't want to support a fake ass nigga, bro. You just a fake ass nigga, bro. You a clout chaser, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like you was talking that shit as if, and the fact that Rick Ross tried to even compare himself to Drake as if he's ever been on the level of a Drake, it's hilarious, bro. Like Rick Ross is a very delusional man, bro. Now Rick Ross, I do love the fact that, you're very successful in business outside of rap, right? Like you own multiple Wingstops, you own multiple Checkers. I love that. You feel me? But when it comes to music, bruh, you was never an A-list rapper, my nigga. I think Rick Ross is always like a C+ tier rapper. You feel me? Like you drop hit songs, your albums would sell like, 100K, close to 100K. You know what I'm saying? But you was never like a rapper on the level of like a Lil Wayne or 50 Cent or, even a French Montana. Like you don't have a song like Unforgettable like what French Montana got. So it's like, and the songs that you do got that's big, Drake is on it. So you just made yourself look stupid, bruh. Like Rick Ross, man, like you should have at least put Kendrick on. Like, chat. So all the people that switched up on Drake, right? Like YG's another one. YG's album just came out and flopped. Like, why don't these niggas put Kendrick on the album? That's the least Kendrick could do for all the glazing and booty popping these niggas was doing for Kendrick. Kendrick ain't even doing songs with y'all. Y'all niggas did all that glazing, and Kendrick won't even give y'all a feature. Rick Ross probably DM'd Kendrick on Instagram and left that nigga on scene. YG probably texted that nigga Kendrick left him on scene. Kendrick won't even do a song with you niggas. This is sad. I ain't gonna lie, bro. This is sad, bro.
You borrowed all them people money. Did you return their money back? And cause Shreveport ain't give you the loans you was looking for. Cause they smart. LA don't need a fucking film studio. Hollywood don't need it. Why would you need a film studio? You were stealing them people money. Get them people back their money, Curtis. Now, back to the album of the year. Set in Stone. Did y'all hear that? Do it one time for the 305. That video finna be so motherfucking big. I spoke to Nick Quested. Nick Quested, great speaking to you. Great ideas. But I'm shooting videos to everything on the album. Luke Belair toast to everybody who got the album. If you don't, it's not too late. Don't let the smoke screens fool you.
It's good to be confident in yourself, bro, but the reality is, bro, this is the biggest flop of the year as far as rap and hip hop, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, but I want to shout out 50 Cent, right? Like, let me explain like why I respect 50 Cent. I respect 50 Cent because when he started to fall off from like the prime of his career, you know what he did? he bowed out gracefully, right? He stopped putting out albums and he went into film and television. And, you know, he started off doing movies. Remember when 50 Cent did that movie where he lost all that weight and the movie ended up flopping, right? But he kept going, right? He kept putting out movies. And then eventually he came out with his TV series Power, right? With Ghost and Tasha, Tariq. And in 2026, right, look at all of the Power spinoffs that has happened. You got Power Ghost, you got Power Force starring Tommy, you got Raising Kanan, and now you have Power Origins, which is going to show a young Ghost and Tommy linking up with a young Kanan and Breeze. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Shameik Moore, who's one of my favorite actors. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, 50 Cent started to fall off when he put out his Curtis album because he decided to release his album on the same day as Kanye West. And 50 talked a lot of shit. You know, everybody thought 50 was going to outsell Kanye. And Kanye ended up outselling 50 Cent's album Curtis, right? They both did close to 1 million first week. I think 50 did like 600. I think Kanye did like 700 or 800K first week. And after that, 50's career was just never the same, right? He ended up putting out Before I Self-Destruct, and that flopped, right? Like, I think that was like his lowest selling album up to that point. And since then, he hasn't really put out any more albums. You know what I'm saying? Like, since then, you know, 50 will put out songs for like the Power shows, and there, you know, I think he put out a couple mixtapes after that. But as far as 50 putting out a major album, it just hasn't happened, right? He doesn't do it no more, and I respect that, man. And you know, I think that's what Rick Ross should do, man. Like, Rick Ross, bro, like, it's over, bro. Pack it up. Bow out gracefully, you know, continue to run your checkers and your Wingstop and, you know what I'm saying, you promote the Bel Air shit. But as far as rap and hip hop, bruh, it's over, bruh. You know, you're in your 50s. You're not getting any more Drake features. Pack it up, my nigga, retire. It's over. It's okay. Because if you keep putting out albums, bro, you're just going to keep embarrassing yourself, bro. Like, if this album couldn't do 20K, your next album might not even do 10K, bro. Because it's only going to get lower and lower and lower. Like, you didn't, and that's the thing, like, if you would have put out a hit song before this album came out, the numbers would have been better. But because you don't have Drake to hop on the song and make it a hit song, right? And Kendrick Lamar doesn't fuck with you even after you were glazing and slopping, right? You were slobbing, right? Nobody cares about your album, bro. You had 20 features and it still flopped. That's sad. So now you're talking about shooting music videos for all this. So you just shoot the music videos for what? You're wasting your money. It's over. So with that being said, it's your boy Daze. Make sure y'all subscribe, man. Thumbs up the video. Click that hype button for your boy. Let me know what y'all think about this in the comment section, man. I'm out.